This is my second class video journal regarding my solid core journey. If you want to know more about this process and how I got here, you can watch my first two videos. In terms of what I wore to the class and my pre-workout meal, you can watch that first video for more information. In terms of hair care, I wore a twist out yesterday and I put my hair up in a scrunchie, and that's how I went to the studio. Today, I'm going to share with you, I feel like I have a lot to share, but I'll keep it clear and concise. My observations before, during, and after for this second solid core class. The first thing that I jotted down in my notes is recovery time. If you watch that second video, you know on Monday, I went back to the gym and just started my regular routine. However, after I finished that high intensity workout at the gym, I was nauseous. I attribute that to the need for more recovery time after that high intensity solid core class. I've done that workout on Monday numerous times and fared well. Therefore, moving forward, I need to do a reset. And a reset for me, evaluate where I am and see if changes need to be made. Going forward, I will continue to do my strength training, and I'll miss a spin class and just do another low impact aerobic activity. It doesn't matter what it is. Then I'll stick with the plan of strength training 3 times a week. One of those will be my solid core workout. The other thing regarding before that I jotted down is how I will approach these classes. Today is July 31st, 2021. On or about 4 days ago, the Center for Disease Control released this statement as it relates to mask wearing. Being a solid core client, we all got emails regarding this issue. The CDC, which is the Center for Disease Control, they stated a recommendation for those vaccinated or unvaccinated to wear masks if you're in substantial or high transmission areas as it relates to contracting this COVID-19. And certainly a gym area might be that. For me, the way I will approach the class is I will miss the mask. Personally, I did choose to get vaccinated. That was my choice. Whether you chose to or not had nothing to do with my decision. However, wearing a mask for an activity such as this, think about my heart is racing, sweat is dripping, literally pouring from my body as you move through the fluidity of each pose. You're trying to breathe at the same time. I am unable to fathom how someone could wear a mask during that activity. And that's how I reached that decision. The other thing that I jotted down was my intent on how I'm going to approach choosing these classes. I intentionally sought out a class this time to deal with technique. And I went on the website and just sought it out. And this is what they had on the website for this class that I chose. I'll just read directly from the website. And it reads, whether you've taken 100 plus courses or are completely new to solid core, this is your opportunity to strengthen or create solid foundations. If you're new to our workout, this is the perfect intro to focus on technique. And that's exactly what I wanted. I chose this, pre-booked it, and arrived at the studio 10 minutes early. And that brings me to the during the second class. I noticed that the overall attention to form and technique was available in this class more so than in the others. Now, I must say, all newcomers are welcome to any and all classes, including an advanced class. This class in particular, I noticed that the lighting was elevated a little bit more away from that darkness. So although it was still dimly lit, it was slightly lighter in the room. The music was softer. So we were clearly able to hear all of the instructions, and we went through the machine. Everything was introduced almost at a beginner level pace. With that said, I still felt this shaking. In fact, some of the poses I was unable to do at all. I just had to rest, and I got back in it and tried to go with the flow of things. After the workout, I felt sensation all over my body, especially in my glutes, my hamstrings, my quads, my calf. It felt as if these stabilizer muscles had awakened in my body. I remember walking out to the car, and just when I stepped down, I just felt everything just alive, almost life was running. My blood was pumping. I was pumped just like I was on the first time. And that was after the workout. Before I had left, I must admit, I was a bit uncomfortable with me being unable to do one of the specific poses, which was the oblique. And so I did check with the instructor. She reassured me, you're still new. This is just your second class, stick with it. And so I just let it go. Here's where I am now. And I just wanted to share this. I feel like I want to share so much, but I want to keep them short. And for me, what I share today, this is the best way, and I had wrote it down: to stay encouraged, to minimize injury, and to be kind to my body. All the best.